Filling in for our dear friend, Mr. Brad Delson, this is Alex Fetter. Make some noise. My name is Mike. This is Emily.
And in the role of Chester Bennington this afternoon is each of you. Are you ready to sing with us?
Black Thread Media 6 here, where every thread tells a story. And today's thread has us taking a glance at the new Linkin Park album, From Zero. Gone is the amazing spiritual presence of the great Chester Bennington. We all know his son wasn't too happy about the band continuing with the name, as he made clear in a passionate tweet. It's a tough situation with a lot of mixed emotions from fans. Quote, "You quietly erased my father's life and legacy in real time, not only during a band interview meant to clear the air about certain aspects of Linkin Park's history and future, but during International Suicide Prevention Month."
Yeah.
And then we did a tribute to Chester. We acknowledged him entirely and said, you know what, we're going on the reunion tour now. It's been 7 years. We've looked at all of this. We've really dived deep into ourselves, and we want to celebrate Chester before we move on. We want to do that. They didn't do that at all. It was a 60-minute show, and they introduced a new guitarist, vocalist, drummer. They introduced a new album, a new single, a new merch line, a new tour. Well, I say tour already, but
it was a slap in
it was a
the
lot
face,
at once.
I feel like, for his family and the pure Chester fans. I feel like it was just really rude.
Nothing and no one will ever replace Chester. That's a fact. The new Linkin Park album feels like a bittersweet journey. It's clear the band is trying to honor their roots while moving into a new chapter, and while no one will ever replace Chester's raw energy and emotion, there are moments here that hit hard. Some tracks carry that classic LP vibe, while others take risks that may or may not, depending on your taste. It's an emotional listen, especially for longtime fans, but worth checking out to see how the band's evolving. Alright, let's talk about From Zero, the first Linkin Park album without Chester on vocals. When they announced Emily Armstrong from Dead Sarah as the new singer, I think we were all a little shocked. It's a bold move, right? But let me tell you, after giving this album a few spins, I'm genuinely pleased to say that From Zero is a fantastic addition to the Linkin Park legacy. This album feels like a perfect balance of heavy and melodic, where every song stands out on its own. Emily's versatility is unreal. She crushes the raspy, raw vocals on tracks like Casualty. Let me out! And Heavy as the Crown, but then dials it back beautifully on softer songs like Over Each Other and Overflow.
This is the letter that I didn't write.
While it's one of the shortest albums, clocking in at just about 30 minutes, it doesn't feel incomplete at all. It's concise, packed, and purposeful. The opener, The Emptiness Machine, hits you right out of the gate with a killer line. I only wanted to be part of something. It's the perfect introduction to Emily and Mike's dynamic vocals. And you know what you're in for. It's something special throughout the album. Then there's Casualty. Holy hell, what a banger.
I'm so shy.
Emily screaming, "I won't be your casualty," over a riff that gives serious Tool vibes. Can you say 46 by 2? It's pure fire. And Two-Faced. It's classic to the core. And Mike spitting verses and Emily belting out the choruses. It felt like it could have slipped right into Meteora with that gritty intro that reminds me of Hit the Floor. One standout for me is Stained. It's a slow burn, building and stopping with these rhythmic punches until all of it comes together, flowing like a river. Emily's voice cuts through all of it perfectly. It's one of those tracks that makes you stop and feel something. And then there's I Gave You Everything I Had. It's absolutely insane. Emily's raw scream of I gave you everything I had. It hits like a punch to the gut. And then she follows it with I'm not the enemy you make me out to be. It's pure, unfiltered emotion. It's intense, powerful, and honestly cathartic. This track isn't just music, it's full of on experience. Sure, navigating through the new era of Linkin Park might feel like a bumpy ride at times, but trust me, hang in there. We're all in this together, and the band is taking us on one hell of a new journey. Look, nothing they release will ever immediately hit the same level as the classics with Chester. We all know that. But From Zero is the first solid step into the new chapter. Mike's raw rap flow is still on point. Emily's aggression brings the edge that's needed, and Brad and Joe shine like they always do. It feels like Linkin Park. It's still very much alive, even as they evolve. What do you think? Love it? Hate it? Still undecided? Like, dislike, subscribe, and most importantly, remember, every thread tells a story. Let's hear your thread on From Zero. Comment below if you want us to know.